There's a specific moment, one you've probably lived 100 times, where your dog disappears into the other room and returns with something in their mouth. It might be a rope toy, a stuffed animal worn thin at the seams. Maybe it's the same tennis ball they always choose, and they walk toward you with this thing dangling from their jaw, tail moving, eyes bright, and they just present it. They don't necessarily want you to take it. They don't always want to play. They just want you to see it. That moment happens in millions of homes every single day, and most people smile and move on without thinking twice. But have you ever stopped to wonder what that behavior actually is? Because it turns out, the psychology behind why your dog brings you their toys is far more layered and far more moving than most people realize. Long before your dog had a name or a memory foam bed or a favorite squeaky toy, their ancestors lived inside a social structure where what you carried said everything about who you were. In wolf packs, object possession wasn't trivial. Bringing something back to the group, a piece of prey, a found resource, was a social act. It communicated status, intention, and relationship. It was how individuals signaled trust within the pack dynamic. I have something. I am choosing to bring it here, to you. That ancient primal instinct didn't disappear when wolves became dogs. It didn't fade across thousands of years of domestication. It just redirected. The prey became a plush hedgehog. The pack became your family, and the instinct to carry something significant towards someone significant, that stayed. It is older than the bond between humans and dogs as we know it today. It is written into the behavioral code of the animal standing in front of you. And the target of that instinct, that became you. When your dog brings you a toy, the moment you walk through the door, something very precise is happening in their psychology. This isn't random. Dogs who greet with objects are often doing something researchers have observed as emotional channeling. The excitement of your return is so intense that they need somewhere to put it. The toy gives that excitement a form. It gives the greeting a ritual. What you're seeing isn't just enthusiasm. It's your dog saying, I couldn't contain how much I wanted you here, and this is the only language I have for that. You might think it's about wanting to play, but it's actually about wanting to connect, and the toy is the bridge they're building between their inner world and yours. Then there's the dog who brings a toy not when you arrive, but when you're upset, when your voice drops into something quieter, when you cry or go still, or the energy in the room shifts in a way that most humans wouldn't consciously register. These dogs will disappear and return with something, and they'll set it at your feet or press it gently against your leg. This is one of the more quietly remarkable things dogs do. They can't bring you food or warmth in the way a human friend might, but they can bring you the thing they value most. That's the offering. That's the, I don't know how to fix this, but here, take what matters to me. But here's where it gets really interesting. Some dogs develop a ritual around a specific toy, always the same one, retrieved from the same corner of the house, offered with the same quiet gravity. A researcher studying this might call it a comfort object transfer. The dog is essentially sharing their anchor point with you. That toy isn't just familiar to them. It's safe. It's theirs. And bringing it to you is a gesture that doesn't have a clean human translation, but the closest one might be, this is what makes me feel okay. I want you to have it. You might think they're just being creatures of habit, and yes, that's part of it. But it's actually a form of emotional generosity that researchers have noted is unique to the dog-human bond. Wild animals don't typically relinquish their most used resources to others. The fact that your dog does speaks to something profound about the relationship they believe you share. There's also the dog who brings a toy during moments of uncertainty, a new person in the house, an unfamiliar sound, a disrupted routine. Watch carefully in these moments. They're not playing, they're grounding themselves. The toy is a stabilizer, yes, but bringing it to you is the more significant act. It means you are the place they go when the world feels less certain. The toy just comes along for the ride. Now there's something most owners don't realize about this behavior, and it has to do with what it takes for a dog to offer something they value. Dogs understand possession. They understand scarcity. On some instinctual level, they know that what they carry has worth. For your dog to take the thing they love, the object that smells like comfort, like play, like safety, and bring it toward another living being requires something that behavioral scientists would call high trust attachment. It requires the belief, somewhere below consciousness, that offering this thing will not result in loss, that you won't take it and not return it, that the offering will be met with warmth. Studies have shown that during moments of positive physical and emotional connection with their person, a dog's cortisol levels, the hormone associated with stress, measurably decrease. Their heart rate slows, their entire nervous system softens. This is not a metaphor. This is physiology, and the toy gifting behavior exists inside that same neurochemical landscape. It is what happens when a dog feels completely safe enough to give. Researchers sometimes describe this within the framework of attachment theory, the same psychological model used to understand bonding between human infants and caregivers. Dogs raised with consistent, emotionally available human companions develop what's called secure attachment. And one of the signatures of secure attachment is this: the willingness to share, to offer, to reach toward the other person with something real. So when your dog brings you their toy, know that you are witnessing the fullest possible expression of their comfort in your presence. You did that. Your consistency, your presence, your voice, your dog built their sense of safety around you. The next time you notice this, remember that what's being handed to you is not just an object, it's evidence. And this is the part that surprised researchers. The benefits of this exchange flow in both directions. When your dog approaches you with a toy and you receive that moment, when you reach down, make eye contact, accept what they're offering even briefly, your own stress response shifts. Studies measuring cortisol and oxytocin in humans during dog interaction moments found significant changes within just a few minutes of positive engagement. Your nervous system recognizes this too. There's something in the ritual of being chosen, of being sought out, of having a living creature decide that you are the person they want to bring their good thing to, that registers somewhere old and important in the human brain. Some researchers describe the dog-human bond as a co-evolved relationship, two species that have spent so long shaping each other's social lives that we've become genuine comfort objects for one another. Your dog is not just a pet who happens to live in your home. They are, in a measurable biological sense, part of your emotional regulation system, and you are theirs. The toy, in this light, isn't just a toy. It's a symbol of a loop that's been closing, quietly, between your two species for thousands of years. So what is your dog really telling you when they bring you their toy? They're telling you that you are where they want to be, that you are the place they carry their good things toward. They are telling you, in the oldest, quietest language they have, that they choose you. Not just when it's convenient, not just when they're hungry or want a walk, in the middle of a hard moment, at the end of a long day, when the world feels strange or loud or uncertain. They find you, and they bring you what matters most to them. That's not a small thing. That's actually everything. Thanks for watching. If you loved learning about your furry best friend, be sure to like and subscribe for more.